All right, this is a longer show today, larger amount of games on the slate, but we have reached our final game. Colorado State, Fresno State. Fresno State 3-point home favorites, 47 being the total in this game. This is your one late night game on Saturday to wrap up the day in college football. Actually, there are a couple. USC, UCLA is another one as well, and Air Force Nevada. But you look at Colorado State. What a turnaround for this team. Impressive. They have now ripped off 5 straight wins. They are on a 7-0 ATS streak dating back to the early part of September. 7 straight point spread covers for Jay Norvell and his Colorado State team. 24-10 against Wyoming last week. Braden Fowler, Nicolosi, still throwing the ball well enough. Justin Marshall running the ball well. Even without Horton at receiver, they've done it. And their defense has really improved. It's a big part of Colorado State's resurgence, too. They've now held teams to 24 or less now in 5 straight games. So it's been very impressive to see. Meanwhile, they play a Fresno team off a bye week, looking to get bowl eligible, but a Fresno team that's been disappointing. Tim Skipper, I think we're seeing, too, a bit of a coaching downgrade. Tim Skipper's done the best he can do in a tough spot as the interim, with Jeff Tedford having to step down for medical reasons, but I don't think they're as coached as well compared to Tedford. And the defense has struggled at times. They lose to Air Force 36-28 before the bye week. Mikey Keene has had some good, some bad this season. You like the 15 touchdowns, you like the 70% completion rate, but you don't like the 11 interceptions that he has thrown. Just way too many as far as interceptions concerned. To me, this is ride the hot commodity or pass. You're going to give me Colorado State +3, 7 straight covers, playing great football. Fresno inconsistent. The only concern is Fresno's off a bye. I don't always love betting against teams off a late season bye, but at +3, this is Colorado State or nothing for me. C-Mac, what do you think?
Yeah, I get off the bye. They probably needed it, and those back-to-back losses, Hawaii at home and then at Air Force team playing a lot better, finally running the ball in that one. This game's got a little bit 56, a little bit of rain in the forecast. Colorado State 7 straight, and they came out. The rest of the game, I thought was pretty close. And Wyoming just couldn't score. Colorado State's defense was very good, but they just came out of the gate and jumped on them, and that was kind of it. The Mountain just hung on to in that game. Win again, cover again. They ran the ball great. I know the Fresno off the bye is a little bit here, but how can you not want to take Colorado State? Come on, maybe they're thinking it's a
championship. They're an undefeated conference team at 5-0.
Yeah,
conference play.
And this is not like this is a very average Fresno team. It's not one of their better teams they've had in the past few years. Like, it's a gettable game for Colorado State. So, I mean, yeah, I think you ride with him. I worry about Fowler, Nicola. It's like just having a shit game here, something like that, because they did so good, here, and now you're getting them as a dog. 7 straight wins, but sometimes you just got to ride that out,
Yeah, sometimes you just do, and like I said, he's been all right, but this is a complete team effort to get them.
They've been running it. The defense has been a lot better. Yes. Yes.
It really has. They're getting pressure. They're forcing turnovers. They're getting stops in the red zone like they did against Wyoming. Much of that game last week, and that's been a huge difference maker. And it's been impressive. And like I said, the quarterback's been good enough. Braden Fowler, Nicolosi. They've survived the injury to the receiver Horton, which they thought would really hurt that team. And like I said, more than anything, the defense has really improved. Given Colorado this chance, I think +3 or better. It's a great price to take Colorado State with the way they're playing. They got everything to play for. They could be in the Mountain West Championship game against Boise potentially.
Yeah, I mean, Keene should have some success throwing it, but that's about it. I could see him having a big game, but he's had some good games too, but that hasn't really mattered to them winning, Babana, them covering.
Yeah, Hawaii went in there and beat them. And what happened to Hawaii last week? I liked Hawaii against Utah State. What the fuck happened?
Oh, yeah, what happened there? I didn't bet that. Yeah, I saw that. What in the hell happened?
They were just playing their best football, and Utah State was so bad, and Hawaii gets trucked. Gets absolutely housed by Utah State in that game. I couldn't believe my eyes seeing that, how that played out. Shocker. And this is a Hawaii team that went to Fresno and beat Fresno, just a couple of weeks ago. So maybe that makes that Hawaii loss for Fresno look worse. after seeing what happened in Hawaii last week at Utah State. So, yeah, I like Colorado State +3 here in this one. By the way, if they do make the Mountain West Championship game, Connor, Mac, with all due respect to Colorado State, they're not beating Boise State in that game. No, they'll get to the game, but they ain't beating Boise, in my opinion. I think that's finally where there's enough of a class difference here that they'd struggle in that game. No struggling here. A great show once again on Hitting the Books, the college football edition. Hit the like button. Shout out to everyone in the chat. You know who you are. It's all the names we rhymed off earlier. Thank you for joining us. And remember, we're back on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific with the college basketball Hitting the Books show for this week. And, of course, next Monday will be our final full regular season slate to analyze on the college football Hitting the Books show. C-Mac, any last words?
No, yeah, football coming down. Check us out on Fridays at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific for college basketball. That is in full force. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and tell me what you guys are on, on the video. Tell me what you're betting, or if you got a question on games throughout the week. I love answering the questions there in the comments. So that's it, brother. It's rocking.
Great stuff. Great show. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Hit the like button on the way out. For Connor, Mac, I'm Ian Cameron. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the games and good luck. Enjoy college football this weekend. And we will be back again Friday for college basketball. And again next Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, for another edition of the college football Hitting the Books show. Until then, class dismissed.